Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, we are going to be doing a collective reading and energy update for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in to the reading today. And know that simply by sharing your own powerful, unique, energetic frequency with the reading, you are an active co-creator here on the channel, co-manifesting the messages and videos that come through here. So right away, right as I was shuffling and preparing the decks, two cards came out here. The first card is Justice and the second card is the High Priestess. So right away, I feel that in this video, because of the High Priestess card, that I am going to be predominantly addressing those of you who identify more so with the Divine Feminine. Do keep in mind, however, that these labels, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, are labels to describe energy dynamics, and we all actually have a balance of both energies within each of us. So this could apply to your internal Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, or to some external person or situation. But for those of you who are connecting here with this High Priestess energy, I see you as really being in this place of personal empowerment, but also with the Justice card, I'm getting that things are coming to light that are being revealed to people around you or people who have been connected with you in the past. This is almost the energy of exposure that's been coming out in recent reading videos where, for example, people who may have had poor intentions towards you in the past, those intentions are now being exposed. They're coming to light. But I'm also seeing that this could be your light being exposed to people who may have misunderstood you in the past or even disconnected from you. It's almost like this major aha moment in a sense for people who may have, again, misinterpreted your heart, your spirit, your intentions. It's like your true nature is coming to light in the consciousness of these individuals, even if they have been disconnected from you for some time here. But I do want to get more information on this Justice card, this karmic card. I'm hearing it's a balancing out of the scales here. So you may have been in a situation in the past that was very imbalanced, whether it was a platonic or romantic situation. And I'm almost getting the sense here of the tables turning, something being very reversed, which is actually a balancing out of the scales here, as we've been saying. Now, specifically for some of you in a love situation from your past, you actually may have given a lot of love, care, or support to a certain person romantically from your past who wasn't participating with you in a balanced way. So this person could have been holding back. They may have been taking the love that you were pouring into them to build themselves up, but then not giving the same love and care back to you. And I'm hearing that the tables have really turned in this situation for whoever I'm speaking to, because now you are in the Empress energy. And of course, the High Priestess as well. So now you've been spiritually elevated to a higher timeline. Your true nature is being revealed to the world. And you're also in this very relaxed and receptive stance, meaning you are no longer over-giving or over self-sacrificing to this person or to anyone. And it's been a major wake-up call for the person I am tapped into here that was connected with you. And it's pushing them to actually reverse the dynamic here and come in as this Page of Swords, coming in with some kind of news that's been very delayed. What kind of news is this person coming in with? Whoa, okay, we have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. So this is someone who, it's like all of the sudden they want to emerge as this emperor for you. Now, of course, only you can know the nature of this situation and whether or not this person is capable of stepping forward as this emperor to match your empress energy. I'm just hearing that at a conscious level, they really desire to be that. They desire to rise to your level because you're the Empress, and the Empress's divine counterpart here in the deck is the Emperor. So it's like they are desiring to rise, to align with you in your Empress state of being at this time. I'm hearing that this person has also gone through a rapid spiritual and emotional maturing process recently. So if you connected with them in the past and they seem to be spiritually or emotionally immature here, I see that circumstances of their life or realizations they've been having internally have pushed them to spiritually and emotionally mature very quickly. So you might actually be surprised when this person reintroduces themselves to you or re-enters your life, how much they've actually changed. Now, of course, once again, you are the creator of your life, so you get to decide what kinds of people and connections you want to experience, how you want those dynamics to look in your life. And at the end of the day, it's really your intuition that holds all of those answers for you. But what I'm picking up very strongly is that there's definitely a masculine coming through here for some of you divine feminines who has gone through this maturing process to become this emperor that can match your energy. If you haven't yet fully seen this come into fruition, this may be a futuristic message as well. So this maturing process could be taking place within them at the moment. But I keep hearing you're going to be surprised when you really connect with or communicate with this person in depth again in the physical, if you desire to do that, because you might find that they've transformed and matured a lot more than you may have expected or known in the past. I am seeing with adjacent possibilities reversed in the Temple Path card that this is a masculine who is feeling as though there is really no other option for them without you or besides you. I'm almost getting the sense that this is someone who would prefer to be alone than to connect with anyone else besides you at this point in time. I'm getting a very singular focus and fixation coming from this masculine. We also have the Temple Path card. So this to me is a sign that you are very much aligned with a very powerful timeline here. And I'm hearing that the eclipse we recently experienced on April 8th actually catapulted you into this higher timeline as well. It's very interesting because I saw a piece of content the other day relating to the April 8th eclipse that we experienced. And it was about how this eclipse was potentially realigning us with a timeline that we may have been on collectively at the eclipse that occurred in 2017. So I'm not sure why I felt guided to mention that, but for some of you, you might be dealing with a person that you were connecting with in 2017, or in your personal life, you might be finding that you are completing some kind of 7-year cycle, or that things from 7 years ago approximately are coming back up in your life or in your consciousness because of this kind of realignment with that previous energy. Now, of course, that might not apply specifically to all of you listening, so only take that how or if it does resonate for you. But I am getting this very strong sense of this 7-year activation process having taken place within you internally, having expanded you spiritually to this point where you are now able to, in a sense, realign with this higher timeline. It's strange because really what I'm getting is there was almost like this shadow period. Again, it could have been for 7 years. For others of you, that might just be symbolic, and it may have been some other period of time for you literally. But I feel almost as though you've come through this shadow period that was a necessary spiritual activation for you, where you may have been very much in a hermit mode. You may have felt very alone, very unsupported. You may have experienced a certain love connection or maybe multiple romantic situations where you did not feel as though you were being romantically seen, supported, showed up for, cared for in the ways that you were really craving on a deeper level, with caring connections reversed. But now I see that with this realignment that's happening in terms of the timeline, you are receiving that support and that care, or going to be receiving that in the physical world. You're going to be, with the community card, connecting more externally with the physical manifestation of your soul tribe, your soulmates, possibly deep romantic soul connections for some of you listening. I just see this realignment in the timelines really allowing you to open yourself back up to physical support, connection, being able to meet and connect with your soul family, not just spiritually and in consciousness, but in the physical 3D world as well. So in the extended version of the reading, because I'm really curious about this information coming up regarding the timelines, I am going to be channeling more information on how this April 8th eclipse that we've experienced recently has shifted us as a collective, what to potentially expect in your personal life, your spiritual life, in terms of your connections and manifestations moving forward. We will also be looking more into this potential emperor masculine energy, how they are consciously thinking and feeling towards you at this time, how they've spiritually matured, and how that connection might move forward into the future. So if you are feeling a resonance with those messages and you do want to join me in the extended version of this reading, the link to join our beautiful Patreon Soul Tribe, where you can access all of my extended readings, is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. So I'm going to be reshuffling the traditional tarot cards. By the way, I usually say this at the beginning, but if you do want to manifest a more specific message from this reading video, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. This is so interesting. I reshuffled the entire deck, and the card we got again is the Emperor. So this Emperor masculine is very strong in your field. For some of you, this could be someone coming back from your past that you romantically connected with in the past, who has gone through that emotional and spiritual maturation process that we described earlier in the reading. For others of you, this could be someone entirely new here or someone unexpected. So always take this however it's resonating. This could even be a separate masculine emperor for some of you. If you've had multiple masculines romantically in your life or from your past, I'm almost getting the sense as though you may have had multiple people kind of almost racing to prepare themselves to align with their own version of the Emperor in order to be able to connect with you in your Empress energy. I don't want to call it a race because that implies some kind of competition. which sounds a bit strange, but that's almost kind of what it is on the spiritual level for someone listening, as though you may have multiple masculines who are desiring to either meet you, to connect with you, to align with you in a more meaningful way in the physical world. And it's almost like they're racing to really become that emperor that is capable of connecting with you consistently in your Empress energy. Now, for some reason, with the Queen of Wands reversed, I am getting this karmic feminine dynamic. This might be someone who's been gossiping or talking about you, because this is sitting on the throat chakra here. I'm getting that this might be a karmic individual who has been connected with one of these masculines in your field. So it's almost like there might be this masculine who's trying to align with their own emperor energy, really spiritually expanding, emotionally maturing, wanting to connect with you as, the Empress here. But there is this karmic feminine. Again, this won't be for everyone. Only take this if you are already aware of a karmic feminine dynamic in one of these connections. Of course, I'm sensing if this message is for you, it's something or someone that you're already aware of. I just wanted to clarify that. But what I'm getting is that you and this masculine who is rising into his emperor energy are really exuding this kind of power couple dynamic. Even if you aren't actually a literal couple in the 3D world, the two of you in consciousness, in spirit, like at this soul level, are really exuding this divine partnership kind of energy that other people are capable of sensing and picking up on, including this karmic feminine coming up here, who is, I almost see her like looking from the outside, looking in on the two of you connecting spiritually in such a powerful way, regardless of whether you are yet connecting physically in the 3D. And this is someone who seems to be speaking negatively about you, or maybe kind of, if they're connected with this masculine, they might be speaking negatively about you to this masculine. I'm hearing trying to potentially throw dirt on your name is like what I'm getting for some reason. I'm not sure why I'm getting that exact wording. But it's also possible that they're trying to make this masculine believe that you have poor intentions here, when actually your intentions are extremely pure. And what I'm getting is that this masculine, although they might still be involved with this person or in this situation physically, it's really already expired in the sense that it's past its time. I feel like there's really no true deeper connection here any longer with this person. This masculine has expanded beyond the karmic patterns that they were carrying within themselves that may have connected with this person in the past. And if they are still with the karmic feminine physically, with the 4 of coins here, I feel like this is really just them holding on to something that's already, again, expired or outdated for the purpose of some kind of physical 3D stability. And I'm picking up that this may have been a masculine that just felt kind of obligated in this situation, or almost resigned to their fate here with the 10 of Wands reversed. And with the Strength card, I'm seeing that you have been in this strength energy. You've really been focusing on developing this heart-centered confidence within yourself, because the Strength card is sitting on the heart chakra. I'm also hearing it's taken a lot of self-confidence to really hold your own, to stand in your power, to not be affected or influenced by others, potentially like this karmic feminine who may have felt triggered by some of your light. And I just see you in this state of total energetic stability, self-confidence, really knowing your worth, your value, being unaffected by people who, again, might be triggered by your light and projecting some kind of energy onto you. I'm hearing it just bounces right off of you. It's really not reaching you energetically when someone projects negatively onto you. I feel like that's really important for someone to know, because at times you might intuitively be aware that there are others who are feeling triggered by you or who are speaking negatively about you. But I feel that your guides want you to know that you are so divinely protected, that you've really reached this point of self-confidence and stability within yourself, that those kinds of projected energies really are not affecting you whatsoever. Okay, so I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here, and I want to see if we can channel into any other dynamics. I am getting the number 444 connected with this situation as well. So you might be seeing some of that number if this message is relating to you. I do want to turn to the Twin Flame Tarot deck, although of course this may or may not be a twin flame situation for you. Only you can know that for yourself. But here I have the cards settling. Yeah, I'm picking up on a masculine who's been settling for the sake of stability. But I'm hearing it's almost like they're sacrificing love for stability. And this has been a major lesson that they are learning with the lessons card here. I feel like this is what Spirit is showing them most dominantly at this time, that they are to be acting on faith here and not settling for something that clearly is very karmic, is not connecting with them on a deeper soul level, but that seems to be very stable. This specific masculine may actually do this in many areas of their life, not just in love and romance. In fact, for some of you, this might not apply to their romantic situation. This could actually be them learning not to settle for mediocrity for the sake of stability, even in their work, in their life. Some of you, this won't be for everyone, but for some divine feminines listening, this might be a lesson that your internal divine masculine has been learning in recent years as well, that you are not to be settling for mediocrity simply because it provides you with some sense of stability. For example, when it comes to your work, your career, your life generally, you are really learning deep within yourself that you've been destined for truly great things, that your intuition has been guiding you into the unfolding of these things, and you've been learning how to trust that within yourself, to trust that internal compass and guidance, and to follow it even when at times you are sacrificing some of that sense of external stability. You are finding your stability from within, from following that voice within yourself. And here we have the cards masculine and forgive. So I feel that this person who seems to have been settling in their life is like spiritually reaching out for you. The masculine card says your twin or soulmate is seeking you. So it's like I see this person, I'm hearing they look for you everywhere they go, in every crowd that they're in. They see signs of you everywhere. It's like energetically and spiritually, their soul is reaching out for you, really longing to connect with you, regardless of what's happening here in the physical at the moment. And specifically with the forgive card, this is someone who really wants to make amends, to ask your forgiveness. With the unawakened card, it's almost like their soul is reaching out to you saying, I'm sorry that I've been in this unawakened, unconscious state of being in my physical human form. It's like they want to ask your forgiveness for the fact that they've been living their life so unconsciously and settling for situations and people that have not really been connecting with them on a soul level, but that they felt they had to settle for the sake of stability. This is someone really wanting a fresh start here at a soul level, wanting a new opportunity with you, but it's almost like they are still working out in their mind how to make this new opportunity come together. Although their soul is spiritually longing for you, reaching out to you energetically, and you might be feeling that pull, they're also very focused on the aspects of their material world that would have to fall into place before they would be able to necessarily move into that fresh start state of being. So I am going to be reshuffling here. I see the cards mystery and inner child coming out, and I feel these are going to connect more so with something happening in your internal world, divine feminine. But in the extended version of the reading, we will be channeling more into what this divine masculine is still coordinating in their physical world, anything else that they want to communicate towards you at this time. So again, the link to the extended Patreon reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. But here we have the cards Inner Child and Mystery. And what I'm getting from these cards is that there's some really powerful inner child reconnection happening within you. And I feel like this is happening as you are stepping into some kind of mystery here. What I mean by this is you are allowing yourself to be led by your intuition into something that's somewhat new or somewhat of an unknown territory here. And this might be something that is connecting deeply with your inner child. So that brings out that lighter, more creative, more playful side of yourself. You're really learning to go with the flow of this, whether it's a new idea, a new place that you want to travel, a new vision that you are creating for yourself. Something about this, again, it's very light and playful. It might feel on the surface as though it's illogical or hasn't fully come together yet in a concrete way. Even if it's an idea, for example, the idea might not fully feel like it's taken a concrete form, and yet you're feeling so excited about it. There's this light energy that's kind of pulling you in this direction, and I'm hearing the guidance to really allow yourself to continue following that. We also have the Queen of Swords here, or the Queen of Wands, actually. I thought at first it was a Queen of Swords, which is interesting. There might be a message even in that, because I don't believe in coincidences or accidents. You might be with the Queen of Swords appearing to others as though you've been a little bit unreachable, very firm with your boundaries. But this is because you've been regrouping. You may have been spending more time meditating or really going into your inner sanctuary recently, especially with some of the energetic intensity around the eclipse that we've just undergone. But I see that ultimately, whereas others might think that you've been in kind of this unreachable, untouchable sort of energy, you've actually been internally regrouping to create this foundation for something that you're shifting into that, again, seems to be this new idea or this new vision or a next evolution of a current vision that is really allowing you to reconnect more deeply with your inner child, to follow out this mystery, this sense of play and fun into something new. Or again, it could be a new evolution, a new version of something that you've already been doing or working on. I feel almost as though you're protecting this idea from prying eyes or people who might be gossiping about you or talking behind your back here with the Three of Cups reversed. This might be why you were coming up at first as this Queen of Swords, because you are in this very protective, defensive stance here when it comes to protecting your vision, protecting your new ideas. There is that cliche saying about keeping your ideas to yourself until they're fully formed. And I feel that might be what you're doing with this next evolution of yourself or your life, because you are aware that you have a lot of eyes on you. You have a lot of people intensely drawn into you, very curious about what you're doing in your life. And certain people who are very interested in you will also be very triggered by some of the new energy that you are putting into your life, the new ideas that you are taking action on. And so again, it's like you are having firm boundaries to protect yourself from any of that negative or projected reaction to new ideas that you are acting on. But with the Judgment card, once again, there is just that sense of things really coming to light. with the Four of Wands, this coming to light ultimately leads to some kind of reunion or a deeper sense of community. So for some of you, if you were connecting with a masculine who is in some kind of karmic situation, whether this is a belief system, a lifestyle, a job, a romantic partner, I see that they are going to be seeing things coming to light in this karmic situation that is ultimately going to lead to this Four of Wands reunion or union state, this coming together in a really harmonious way. So what else can I channel about this reunion state coming in here? You may have a King of Swords reversed, a masculine energy, possibly from your past, who may be coming up as not liking that you are coming into this happy, harmonious union state. This may be someone who's feeling a bit jealous or possessive of your energy. This could be an ex. This may be someone who didn't really appreciate you when you were more in their life, but who also likes to feel as though they have some kind of a hold over you emotionally. And it's almost like this person doesn't like that you have moved away from them. For some of you, you might be exploring other potential options with the Seven of Cups in the upright position. With the Queen of Wands, yeah, you are someone in this very radiant, glowing kind of energy. And this King of Swords reversed is someone who may have been very avoidant towards you. I feel like you gave this person some kind of a chance romantically, whether the two of you dated in the past or were connected. But again, they're coming up as being someone who didn't appreciate you at the time. And so you may have decided to open yourself up to other options. And now you're coming into this reunion state and also really just thriving in general with the Nine of Pentacles. You're coming up as this independent, radiant, thriving energy. The Two of Cups, you're coming into a more balanced partnership with someone who does pour back into you the way that you pour into others. And again, I'm just getting the sense that there is a masculine here potentially feeling kind of left out in the cold in this situation. So again, if you would like more information about the dynamics coming out in this reading, then you can access the extended version of the reading by following the pinned comment or description box underneath the video. But for now, I am going to be closing this first reading here on YouTube with a Rumi Oracle card. And the Rumi card coming out today is Layla. So I'm just going to read a message from the guidebook here. This oracle brings you a message. You are moving through a period of not knowing, of time in the great void or womb of the Divine Mother. It is in this place the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and recognized. It must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of success. This is the way of nature, the way of life, and it must be honored. This oracle brings you ancient wisdom. It guides you not to fear the darkness, but to enter into it willingly. It is not for you to become lost, but to find your way. This oracle is saying that in the darkness, there is the path. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. I am sending you all so much love and light energy. If you would like to continue now with me to the extended version of this reading on Patreon, I will be leaving the link for that underneath the video. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing remainder of your day and week, and I will connect with you here again in Friday's reading.